Guys, once again, middle of the night. I'm here to kind of talk about a problem we've been having here. So I have no clue how they got by this long without any dehumidification, especially when the building was empty for 3 years. When I came in here, there's minimal mold. I mean, I'm not saying there wasn't mold, just relatively minimal. And now it is rampant. So it's been raining here a lot. So the humidity outside is like 80, 85 relative humidity at around 70 to 80 degrees outside. And to remedy this, I have gotten a lot of dehumidifiers. So this is a 4,500 square foot dehumidifier. It is literally direct draining into this barrel. And it has pulled 40 gallons of water out of the air in the last 4 days. So about 10 gallons a day, which is wild. There's another dehumidifier across, but that one is actually a air conditioner. This is actually a portable air conditioner. It's a dual hose. So it has two hoses, one for intake, one for exhaust. That way it doesn't take conditioned air and dump it outside. That one's been putting out, I think, maybe 20 gallons in the last couple of days. So, but it was getting so bad that you would see surface mold grow on tables and stuff. I put a backpack on the ground and it grew mold overnight. So I definitely had to throw it out. And I have a lot of tools and stuff here. So I really wanted to mitigate that. So the other side is far worse, just because I think the other side's draftier. So one thing that I did was, that was one dehumidifier. Here's two more in the box. And we'll go into the dining room. The dining room was really bad. So here's the dining room. Here's another one. So right now, it is approximately, according to our meter here on the wall, it is 57.6. Yesterday, this was at 80. So that's pretty wild. The kitchen is really bad. You can see this requires serious mitigation. Like all these cabinets are growing mold. You see where those barrels were, there's mold on the ground. I'm not saying a lot of this stuff wasn't here before, but I don't remember seeing it, so it might not have been here. So this room has now dropped to around 64, which is still a little bit high. But it's only been 1 day since it's been on this side. So I might throw one of those other ones that I haven't unboxed yet in here. So this is the, I guess, the lounge, the teacher's lounge. This is probably in the 60s. Here's the den. And the den, let's take a look. Well, actually, it's doing pretty good. It says 44. I don't know if I trust that, though. I'll get a second hydrometer in here to kind of test that. But the biggest one over here was, I have some seats out of my car. And they were pretty, like, in like a week or two, they had like a minor surface amount of mold on them. And I was like, I really don't want to sit in those and spread those. So I brought this in here. This says it's 53, but on the wall, it says it's currently 57. So this is also draining into a barrel. This has been on for only 1 day. I don't know if you can see that. That's 20 gallons, a third of a barrel. So that is filled to a third of a barrel. Originally, I was planning on getting one large industrial, like 125 pint dehumidifier, but because the space is so vast and there's so many corners and nooks, it's actually better to have multiple in different areas of the house and just run them. So my biggest concern really is, what is my electric bill going to be? Because I'm going to be running 6 dehumidifiers. So essentially they're AC units and one AC unit, window AC unit, which I might get rid of just because it's not very good at dehumidifying, and I do have other AC units that can be used. It's just I thought that might have been better at dehumidifying, which I'm really, really not correct about. I mean, it does dehumidify, but it doesn't dehumidify to the point where I can forego the actual dehumidifiers. So Originally, my friend Derek, he was like, yeah, you can get these bad boys for on sale for 150 bucks each, and you'll be okay. And I was like, you know what? You're right. I should wait for a sale. And then I'm just sitting here in this storm of mold, thinking to myself, it's going to cost me more money to probably mediate these problems than to just pull the trigger and just get them now and try to, get rid of all this moisture in the air. And as a plus, I suppose, it gives me probably 10 gallons of water per unit, so 60 gallons of water a day to flush and maybe wash your hands with. It's coming out, it's pretty clear when it comes out, so let me get a flashlight and I can kind of show you. Oh, this is the rear of the one, and you could see a constant stream of water just coming down. And if you can see down there, try to get a good, yeah, the water's pretty clear. Like, that is crystal clear. I mean, there's some soap in there because I used some soap to clean it, and you can see the water just streaming down. Yep, coming from the dehumidifier, and we can go look at the other one. So, as I said, this unit has been running for probably a little bit over, I would like to say 2 days. And you could just see it's a constant stream just dripping out. And that water is crystal clear. Like, I mean, there's some plastic floating on top from when I cut this big hole, but it's pretty clear. So, I mean, I could do a test and see what's going on, but essentially it's just air in the moisture, moisture in the air. So it should be relatively clean. So I'm just hoping that most likely I'll be able to use that for hand washing and stuff like that. The only downside is it's not all placed in a position that, is easily accessible. So like, the barrels out here, you'd have to find a way to transport the water over. It's not like there's an interconnected pipeline of things to, put together so that everything travels over there easily. That's the only downside. I did do a calculation for one of my other dehumidifiers, which is slightly less efficient than this one because these are inverter based, so they can ramp down. But to be 100% fair with you, given the circumstances, none of them are ramping down. They're all running full blast. So I totally forgot I have this microphone stick. It's just a piece of plastic that I can clip my microphone onto. It's a little fun thing. So I did a calculation. Based on the dehumidifier usage of last year, that one is a little bit more inefficient though. That one cost me $80 a month to run, and it basically ran continuous 24/7. It cost me $80 a month to run. Now I have 6 of them. So in theory, that'd be $480 a month to run, on top of the regular electric bill, which is somewhere between $100 to $180 a month. So I'm really hoping it's going to be less than that. But also at the same time, the humidity is a problem. And originally I thought to myself, I just wire up a microcontroller, get some fans, louvered fans, and then basically every single time the humidity outside is lower than the humidity inside, the fan just ventilates the entire building. That way, the electricity usage is much smaller, and it could be, wired to, a microcontroller control when they open and close. Because the other side, I'm not even starting on working on, so like the comfort level in that building really doesn't matter so much. It's more or less the mold issue. So, and we don't want that to get worse and worse and worse, obviously. So, yeah. But it looks like I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet for these summer/rainy seasons, and just dehumidify the place and hope it's okay. So if these are able to continuously pull 10 gallons of water out of the air per day for 30 days, so yeah, that'd be 300 gallons per unit. So $80 for 300 gallons of water. Still pretty crazy, but I could probably live with that, except for that times 6. So that might be excessive. But like I said, we won't know until the end of the month. If this video takes longer than that to make, I will update you how much that cost me. So we'll see what happens. But so far, that's basically what's going on. Just dehumidifiers everywhere. And in case you guys are wondering how I'm moving this water, I'm just hand cranking these out every few days. And it kind of sucks, but you kind of just have to look at it as exercise. Well, I wanted to thank everyone for watching and making it to this far. It's been, I don't know, every week it seems like there's more challenges and more problems and more hurdles. It seems rough, so it's been kind of rough getting all of these out and all the projects done on a timely schedule, and I'm trying to still push that. This week I will be putting out another video, I think, or maybe Monday. It is a very long video, so I'm not sure if I should split it up or not, but I finally have a flushing toilet, and that is our spoiler. So I hope you guys have a good week, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.